First Warning Weather with Jim Spencer.
May the 4th, the last time that we had a morning like this one. These were the lows this morning. Generally 50s from the metro area eastward, but we saw numerous readings in the 40s out in low-lying areas in the hill country, including 48 in Mason, right at 50 in Llano this morning. And I think we could see readings a degree or two cooler in the morning. At this hour, it's just wonderful out there. The sky is clear. The air is dry. It's 65 degrees. Feels so nice out there. By sun up in the morning or shortly before, 53 is where we're expecting to bottom out in the city. If so, it will be the coolest temperature in exactly 5 months since the 28th of April. Noon at 77. And at 5 p.m. looking at 84 degrees. We waited a long time for this, didn't we? At this 10 o'clock hour, it's 61 degrees out in Llano, 57 already in Fredericksburg, 61 degrees in Georgetown. Looks like the airport, the cool spot at 55. Again, in the city right now, it's 65, but a full 10 degrees cooler out in Del Valle at ABIA under a clear sky. And winds that are, well, they're not blowing at all. Sunrise in the morning at 7:22. Pollen count today. A lot of people having some problems right now with the fall allergies. It's mainly that fall elm and ragweed. Although the mold is still high, it's not nearly as high as it has been here recently. And we think in this drier air, those mold spores should continue to dry up and the count should decrease a little bit the next couple of days. Maybe not the same for the fall elm and ragweed, though. Around Texas, it's pretty nice everywhere. 68 in Dallas, 58 in Waco, 70 degrees over in Houston. You can see the dry air here on the water vapor imagery in central Texas. Again, we haven't seen air this dry probably since the beginning of summer. It's been a long, long time. Strong ridge of high pressure out over the western United States. In fact, an all-time record-breaking high temperature in Los Angeles today, 113 degrees in downtown. They've never been that hot in recorded history. Meanwhile, a persistent low hanging out over the east, and that puts us in a prime location for a dry northerly flow and some very nice weather. And this pattern isn't going to change all that much this week. We'll gradually warm up a little bit day to day, but another reinforcing front is due in on Friday and should keep our weather real nice on into the weekend. And then what about that next week? I told you I'd look at the 14-day outlook. Takes us all the way through the 8th, 9th, and 10th of October, which is ACL weekend. We can't make specific forecasts this far out. It's nearly 2 weeks away, but the general pattern should be drier than normal and cooler than normal down here in our part of Texas. So that should be a very welcome news for people that suffered through very Woodstock-like weather last year with all that rain and mud. We're watching a tropical system in the western Caribbean. Could become the next tropical storm and could venture into the Gulf of Mexico, but it would likely turn to the east over toward Florida. Temperatures, lows tonight, forecast to be in the low 50s, but again, the low-lying areas, the valleys, especially out in the hill country, you're going to wake up in the 40s in the morning. And then high temperatures tomorrow, we'll get back into the 80s, maybe not quite this warm, I think low to mid-80s in most places. Clear tonight, 53 in Austin with a north wind. 84 tomorrow, lots of sunshine, just like today. And then that slow warm-up, 87 on Wednesday, 89 on Thursday. Then here comes that next front on Friday. And guess what? Our weather forecast for Saturday in Austin, sunny and 82. Exactly the same up in Dallas. If you're headed to the Texas-Oklahoma game this weekend, looks like a great weekend to be at the State Fair. Well, will you need the short sleeve or the long sleeves or the real jacket in the morning? We'll let you know as we track the temperatures all night long, weather and traffic together on Austin News Today beginning at 5.